frame up and shared some stories or some insights or even like growth areas, lessons learned, constructive feedback. Like we don't shy away from anything. So welcome all of that, please. Any bad luck? Both y'all doing good today? Both at work or everybody off today?
I'm enjoying the birthday party in the luxury of my own home today. I got like -7 degrees outside, so I don't want to go anywhere but here.
Oh my
Yeah, it
goodness.
hurts to look outside.
Oh my gosh. How much is it? How
Negative
many?
seven.
Oh my.
So that's
All
pretty
right.
close. Like you're in Celsius, right? So I think it's got to be like real close. So when it gets to those negative numbers, it's fairly close. I think like -11 and -11 are the same, both Celsius and Fahrenheit. So you figure,
No, Annie's Fahrenheit as well. Annie's a SoCal resident like
oh
me.
really? I didn't know that. Yeah,
No, I'm just making it up.
Yeah, well, I'm in Cali, so it's like, and I'm from the tropics,
oh
so it's
yeah,
like 61 degrees and forget it. I am cold.
yeah,
Like I'm freezing.
yeah.
So
I'm the same way.
Yeah, where I live right now, we hit a low of 37 the other day, and like everybody lost their mind. They thought like the world was
That
ending.
would feel similar to me right now.
It's 64 and sunny right now for me, so I can't really complain.
nice, nice. I Crypto Lounge. I don't know what's going on. I keep sending you the invite. So and if you yeah you know what to do. Leave the space and come back or whatever you need to do to fix it. But I keep sending you the invite. Hopefully you can speak. I didn't even ask on the chat. Let's see.
He actually may be driving too. I mean, you never know. So, hey, Cryptoland, if you can hear us, thumbs up if you want to come up and speak. Thumbs down if you don't. No worries either way. I see a lot of people in the crowd. So, um, yeah, I mean, I think I didn't see any emoji posts from him, but sometimes you know how X has its lovely issues. But I think Annie and Bad Luck, like I think both of you have been in the project, longer than I have. I joined, as an investor on February 9th. I still distinctly remember the day. I don't know why, I just do. But I'd love to hear, from you all, and I'll share as well, just some of the highlights and some of the, um, things that really have impressed you or made an impact on you, over the last 12 months as it relates to this project, the community, etc. And if I'm putting you on the spot, just tell me and I'll go first. Doesn't matter to me.
Go ahead, Annie. Ladies first.
All right. Well, what can I say? There's so many things. This first year, I think it's the thing that stood up the most to me was the community. It's just amazing, all everything that is been Paul has been working on, um, that I know, right? It's been because of the community, right? That's a story I know. Um, that we wanted the highest score with Certic. Oh, we pushed for it. We did big time, and the devs heard our voice. And then what else we ask for? We um we were um we asked for utilities. We asked for you know um get out of other project, trying to build there, and they moved on. We moved on to create our own blockchain, L1, L2, and L3. So it's crazy, the power of the voice, or of our voice. And that's what to me stood out the most this first year.
I actually should have went first because Annie kind of stole my answer.
Oh no.
Well, the most important thing I think is is the community and the evolution of the community from where it started to where it is now. And it's something that I'm very proud to be part of. Um, I see and I witness, everything go on every day with the sharing and the engagement, the follows. I'll be honest with you. I mean, like 6 months ago, in like May June time, I I knew everybody in the community, and now I can honestly say that I don't. Meaning that I know still the people that I knew 6 months ago, but there's been an influx of so many new community members that are sharing and liking and engaging and talking. It's like I'm like, whoa, where'd you come from? Like, it's like I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything. And that's a good sign to see because it means more people are becoming holders, more people are becoming investors, more people are seeing the bigger picture, sharing the same visions that I think a majority of us all share within the project and even for the community too. And and I will say also too about the community, another strength that I see is that there are a lot of intelligent, wholeheartedly smart intellectuals in the community. I mean, there are people that are incredibly smart that I talk to, and I'm like, wow. I mean, like, you kind of make me feel dumb just talking to you because you're just so much more smarter than I am about the project, and these guys are more bullish than I am. Guys who understand blockchain 10 times more than I do, love the project 100 times more than I do, and they just jumped in a few months ago. Like that. That says a lot. That is a reflection of again who we are as a community and the visions that the project has put forth. um, they're setting goals and they're achieving them. It's been great to be part of, and you look at where we started as the project, back in February, because Fafo, I think I got on maybe a little bit before you did. I want to say like maybe late January, early February was probably like the first time where um, I can consider myself being a holder. And at that time, I was sold on the idea of being a swap, and I was happy with that. I'm like, okay, this is cool because I know what swaps can do. I know what they can, the functions and utilities that they have, and the growth aspect that can come with that. Everyone could use a swap, especially I think we might be going into the day and age where decentralized exchanges are going to be getting a stronger grasp onto the market as a whole. And I think as crypto advances, I think decentralized exchanges are going to be used more. So I was sold on the idea of being a DEX, and I was happy with that. And decisions were changed. The roadmap kind of evolved, and it became to what it is now. And I wouldn't have guessed, a year ago that we'd wind up where we're at right now. And it's incredible. It truly is incredible. It truly is amazing. And going back to the community, I know I'm like going on a little bit of a rant, but it's something that I'm extremely proud of, and I'm humbled by it. I really, really am. And you look back at the events that took place in like March or April. I don't remember specifically when it was, but when we got bot attacked and the paw account, we lost it, and we got it back, and it was because of the community. I mean, like I don't know if you remember these days or not, but I vividly remember like our community members, bringing pitchforks to Twitter HC, or they did it digitally, they didn't do it physically, and they did an effigy, and they were ready to burn the house down because we got our account lost, and we got it back, and then it got lost again. Then we applied for the gold, and we got it, and we did the rebranding and all this stuff like coming together. Just it's just been so awesome to see, you know, with the community standing up behind the project, the way how it did. It's just been incredible to watch and just be a witness and just be part of it, man. I'm super super hyped for what we did in 2023, and I'm like tenfold on what we're gonna do in 2024.
Yeah, I think just I mean, I echo everything obviously that Annie and Bad Luck said, but I'll just echo one additional piece. I've really enjoyed seeing the creativity within the community, like people that are spending their time, probably money, and their talents to be able to like go and build cool things, right? Like if I just look through the crowd real quick, like Crypto Lounge, obviously, spends a ton of time doing YouTube recordings and YouTube lives. Uh, Crypto Man, like one of the most bullish people, always putting out the TA charts that show us going to 40 billion, right? Delusia, I've seen make some amazing things. Robin Hood. I mean, obviously he really puts out a lot of like amazing content and media. I don't know what the right word is for it, but like Bill, Bill Paw, as a human representing Paw Community and Project and APA tournaments and just and the list can go on. So if I didn't mention you, it's not because I didn't scroll far enough. I just I apologize if I left anybody out, but that creativity piece has been really cool just to see people really get to show off, some of their like intellectual talent. So I love all the things that Annie and Bad Luck said as well. I love all the adversity that we've overcome, and there's probably still going to be future adversity that we have to overcome, right? Like as regulations change, as project scale, as the bull run comes, as the bull run ends, like there's gonna be adversity that we have to get through. But like we look back at all of the things that this community and this project has been able to do and overcome in 12 months, it's pretty outstanding. So I mean, if you're in the crowd, sorry, the crowd sounds like like we're up on a pedestal. I don't mean it to sound like that, but like if you're listening to this and you're in the project, like you should really be like admiring all of the amazing things that we've been able to do in a very short time. And as Bad Luck said, like I was super excited for 2023. I'm even more excited for 2024. And again, for everybody, anybody wants to come up and speak, ask questions, give feedback, just like always, uh, nothing's off the table. Just a couple rules, like you know, be polite, keep language the best we can, um, and yeah, everything else is we'll see. Delusion, what's up, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. But I don't hear any like guitar in the background. No Megadeth.
I'm
What's up?
sorry, I'm working actually. I'm on a break. So no, I just wanted to come up and say happy birthday to everybody, to PAWChain, to the community, to the project, the ecosystem. Um, whether you're holders from day one launch, whether you're like a lot of us from about February, March, area, or whether you're brand new, welcome to the family. Happy birthday to you. I'll just piggyback real quick off of a lot of what, Bad Luck, Annie, Fafa, you touched on community. I've seen a lot of people evolve as community members and take initiative and do a lot of cool community driven projects for the community. And they're recognized for it in the community, and that's fantastic. And you know, I think last year we had definitely our own trials and tribulations as a project and a space. Let's be honest, and as a world. So this year, we have the bull run to look forward to. It's obviously to each their own opinion whether that's happening soon or whatever. But regardless, 2024, I believe, is going to hold a much greater torch for this project and for its leaders, and for new members to come in and show what they have. So, new holders, I've already new holders that have just joined recently, whether they're coming from other communities or not, are taking the torch and bringing an evolved creativity to their own form of raiding or campaigning or networking or marketing or trying to promote this project. And I like to see that. That's fantastic because that's what makes us stick out. um, Branching ourselves away from other communities, from other ecosystems, and from other directions and derivatives, and what we're trying to accomplish, I think is has been apparent. And I think 2023 we showed, after the first year of this project being launched, I think this project, the devs, the team, the marketers, everyone, everybody, mods, all of you, influencers, the community members have made this project stand out more than it would have if it was just a few folks sitting back, hanging out in a space, a couple laptops, not really caring. But you've got, 80 plus employees, like team members. kicking ass 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all over the world for this community and for this project with a direction and a roadmap they already accomplished. So in that first year, this project did so much more than most projects do in the in the longer term. So um, that just speaks really big volumes, and getting through the transparency and security is key, and getting that out there, I think, was probably a big accomplishment in the first year of this project. That this project isn't here to mess around. They're not here to play games. They're here to be serious. They're here to show that they're being serious. They're going to prove with proof of work, going through audits, launching things in a timely manner, at the same time, being 6 months early. Those are big things that I think the community in this project should be proud of. So those are just some highlights from the year. And at the same time, having be a part of some of these spaces, I've seen the evolution of Annie as a host, FAFO as a host, as well as somebody representing the project in an extremely well-educated manner. And Bad Luck and Brian, and um, a lot of Crypto Lounge, and everyone just evolving as leaders and as hosts and as spokespersons and spokespeople for this community and for this project. Y'all have just done fantastic jobs. To everybody in Discord and Telegram, all of you just rating. I mean, Sir Shibs. I mean, the list is a mile long. But this year, y'all made an impact, huge, huge impact, and the space is going to see it. And I'm excited to see what's built next. So much love. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, and Delusion, you mentioned Discord. That actually made me think of something. Annie, were you also hosting this live in Discord as well right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming it on the community
Ah,
stage.
sweet.
So
Perfect.
yeah, so we
Nice.
have members that can they don't use Twitter, so yeah, we're just doing it as well there. Hmm.
No, that's great. That's great. When he said it, it reminded me that you mentioned that, and I kicked over and I saw it on the community stage.
Yeah,
So,
there was that
let me
invite.
know,
Yeah.
Annie, if you need me to monitor any chats over there too. I know you're kind of between two places at once, so that way, if we get Discord questions or shout outs or people want to speak, we can either I don't know if they can like come on the stage on community and we'll hear it over here, or if they type something, we can read it and go from there.
Well, they can um like we can jump from one stage to the other. Just make sure we mute one of the places in between X and Discord. But
Oh, cool.
yeah, but they cannot. If they talk, that we cannot connect Discord to X. We can only do X to Discord. So, unfortunately, there's a way to do it. Just we couldn't make. I couldn't make it work. So, for this one later on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
hey, it's better than nothing. Yeah, so yeah, Delusion, those are super kind words, obviously, to the community, about the project, and your evolution, my friend. Like, going back to the Iron Tiger, and tell me if you don't want to share, but otherwise, I'll just keep going.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So going back to Iron Tiger, I remember distinctly, being on a space, and I can't remember which one it was, but it was a particular like AMA type thing, and I saw you just like throwing up the emojis, trying to like get up there to ask a question, and the host was just like, "Yep, no, well, we're gonna end." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no!" Like this dude really wants to say something. Like,
Yeah.
we should get him up here.
Right.
And you came up there and you shared out so like some really good information about why security is important, and had questions about staking. I still remember this specifically,
Yeah, me too.
uh, and, and
Hmm.
and I feel like not like a week later, like your account just went to shambles, and it
Yeah.
got like banned or blotted or whatever it
Yeah.
was, right? But then you came back, with Delusia, which is an account that you had separate from
Hmm.
this, and now you're pushing like really cool NFT music ideas and solutions,
Hmm.
and even things that haven't been formed yet,
Mm.
which I obviously won't share that you shared, with me.
Hmm.
And it's just really cool. It just goes back to that, like having a place. Now,
Right.
whatever that place is, whether it be a community, a platform,
Right.
a social media site or an ecosystem
Mm.
to be able to allow people to build and be creative and try. Like it's just really cool. So shout out to you too, man.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is a beautiful sentiment, and it's very accurate in its nature because every one of us, regardless if you are a YouTuber and an influencer and you're extremely educated and you're a DGen and you are pushing this ecosystem and you know a lot about blockchain technology, or you're a musician and you're learning about AI art and you're an artist and somebody who's also tech savvy, also learning about this ecosystem and blockchain technology. If you, no matter what platform you have or what gift you have, if you can bring it, and you've I've seen a lot of people bring their own version of what they can offer to this community. And like I've Fafa has mentioned, I've started um, last year, and we did have an AMA, and I was under an alt account that was permanently banned, and I decided, you know what, let's put that in the past. Let's focus on the future. And I always had the dream of being an NFT musician, and I always thought that blockchain technology and the crypto space and music just had so many beautiful things to offer. Because when I first started crypto, when I first started with this project, I was day trading. And so, what do we do when we hang out on our computers? And we listen to music, we chill out. So, as a musician, I was like, why don't we put the two and two together? I found this ecosystem, I found this project. Me and my knowledge of security brought me to that question, and I'm glad I asked it. And I could tell you this: in other communities, I would not have been listened to. I wouldn't have had somebody say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! We got one more person. We got one little old me, who nobody knew." You know, asked a serious question that actually spawned a fantastic relationship and multiple relationships, fantastic, advanced evolution, and not only in my own project and my own personal growth, but I think the growth of the community. I pitched some pretty good ideas, and that's also opened up a lot of people I've seen growing in their own way, where they're coming up with their own ideas. And there's a lot of great things in the future, and it all started with one space, one question. And that's how important you are in this community. You with your one question and your one little small account with 200 followers, that one person, that one question, that one answer could lead to a whole new world for you. So I have this ecosystem and this community to thank for it. So I'll go ahead and leave it with that. Much love to you all. Happy birthday, everybody. And we'll see you out there. I appreciate the time.
Hey, bad luck. Let's do a quick audio check with you. I know you said the laptop was being a little finicky. Can you do a quick
Mic
audio
check,
check?
mic check.
1 2 1
Yeah.
2. All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so arigato to Delusia for that and all the nice words that he was saying. For sure, man. It's just another reflection on uh, on the community and what we've done and the path that we've taken to get to where we're at now. I'd like to probably bounce a topic off to you guys as well, both you and Andy, and then if anybody else wants to come in and chime in. I'd like to hear some community feedback on it as well. But I'm curious to know, like, what are your most proudest moments being a paw holder up until now? Is there anything that sticks out to you that does it over anything else? Up until this point, in the time that we've been together as a community, and the time that we've been together, help building and growing this project. Is there anything that sticks out to you that you're like, wow, this is really proud? Like a really real proud moment, whether it's a tech that's came out or something that the community did or anything. I'm curious to know what your guys' answers would be.
Yeah, and just FYI, we also have two crypto for you. At least it's showing speaker on my side. So two crypto for you if you want to chime in on that answer or anything before as well. Please feel free to.
Yeah, I do not see anything. That's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, well, we all know how buggy X is. So, Andy, you wanna touch on proudest moment or
Sure. Yeah, and you know what? I don't see any. I only see. Bad luck and you here on stage. The rest I can I only see them as listeners. So okay, I'm gonna prove Alex to crypto to you for you. So hopefully it works. Um, all right, yeah. So what did uh man? There's a lot of things. So and I'm used to it already. Okay, it's like but the things that you made me think about it. The thing that's it makes a difference from other projects is the communication. You know, it's like it's an open channel from the developers, people creating building the code, etc., the utilities, and the community. Um, I think that's the most important thing to me. I'm used to it already. Like I think I am spoiled compared to what other projects I've been into. Um, it's crazy, you know. Like we get questions from the community. I have questioned the project before, like what is this? Why is this happening, etc. And many more people, right? And every single question it's answered. And if there's anything that needed to be um, touched on and explained and or maybe rectify it's been done, you know. And it's always that open channel of open door policy. I mean, I don't think it's the same in crypto, but to call it the same as in real life, well, in other businesses. But that's what I like it. I really do. I love it. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and I know it will continue this way, because at the end this is a decentralized project, no? So, and that's the aim at the end once everything is uh, finished, right? Like Pakishi said, he's gonna, this is his baby, right? The Pakishi is that for the people that it's the first time joining a space with Paul, or they just became a part of the community. Pakishi is the lead uh, head of the developers, and he said in one of the on the Certic AMA, where Fafo you were with him, right? Amazing Certic space. It was amazing. So he said he was this a paw is his baby, right? And it's stuck in my head like this is his baby, and I'm like, well, I have a baby, you know. And he says, I'm gonna hit one when this is done and everything is work done, everything is perfect, then he's gonna hand over his baby to the community. And I was like, would I hand over my baby? No, I'm trying to understand where he comes from, right? And it's I like that. I really do. It just stood out to the most of out of it. Like how would you treat your baby, right? You want to do everything for that person, or in this case, this project for him, and then later on give it to the community, and through the DAO we'll be deciding um, what is the next step, right, for PAW. So I think that's the most amazing thing. I love it. You know, I'm not. I haven't been in crypto since only 2021, so I don't have much experience with like everybody, maybe here in the space since the 2015, etc. I don't know, but that to me, yeah, that's what I like the most, and I know it will continue this way because we will, as a community member, we will keep it that way. You know, we'll through speaking up and uh letting the development team knows. So yeah, um that's my answer. Back to you, Fafo.
Yeah, bad luck. I think you and I have to stop following up after Annie because like it's kind of hard to follow that, but I'm gonna try my best.
Hijack my answer too. The hell.
But I love it. I mean, and you, you're like you said, you've only been in crypto since 2021 and may not be as experienced as everybody else. You said differently. I'm just summarizing. And what's amazing to me is like I hear people say something like that very often, and what generally people fail to realize is that any amount of knowledge that we collectively have in blockchain, crypto, Web3, etc is more than 90% of the population. Like, I mean, and I'm making the 90% up. I don't know what the real number is. We can go fact check it. Um, I don't want to see a tweet from some other knucklehead saying, never mind, not the point. But like, just the amount of knowledge that folks have in this space is more than most have. Period. I think the proudest moment for me uh, probably would have been the Certic score and the KYC silver badge. And I say that because it it there's such like mystique around how Certic does its scoring. They don't share any of that information. You can go read their, blogs and articles of like, what each of the sections mean and like yada yada, but like they don't share any of the, kind of back end algorithms on, how they're weighted and how even in a section a certain thing is weighted more than the other. Um, so it was crazy just like working with Certic and like trying to make sure that they said, hey, this is a industry best practice. You should go consider it. Like working through all those things to get to a point where we were able to release a score where Steve was able to push the button, which is still one of my favorite tweets of all time, by the way, of that image that somebody concocted with like Steve's face and him pushing a button. It was just amazing. Um, like that plus the KYC silver because we were honestly just expecting bronze to start, as a first time audited project. That was a really proud moment, and I think a lot of us in the community were just like in awe that immediately we were in the top 30. Now I'll share something that I think I've shared with like Bad Luck. I can't remember if I even shared it with other people, so if I didn't, I apologize. But like I'd pinged, like we have a group chat like with Certic, and I pinged them the other day, and I just asked them. I said, "Hey, like, why do we drop so like crazy? Like, market's been fine, no changes in the team, yada yada yada." And Certic added a couple things into their scoring factors in fundamental health, and I think in market stability. Um, and and I was like a little perturbed with them, and I'm like, why wouldn't you tell people that, especially those who are paying you to do services? Like, why wouldn't you tell people that before you implement it? So if anybody's curious, why our quote unquote score has dropped, I don't think it actually has, but they added two, maybe three new things in fundamental health and market analysis or market stability that we don't have integrated yet, and we've already figured out the plan to go integrate them collectively. But we intend to wait until after mainnet because there's so many changes between now and mainnet with the layer one, layer two, layer three, the auditing. So there's just a bunch of things that we'd have to go back and redo anyway. But it cracked me up a little bit. It irritated me a little, if I'm honest, because again we're paying for their services. You would think they would notify paying projects, hey, we're going to implement like these new things in 30, 60, 90 days. Here's what you can do to be ready. But no. So anyway, the Certic thing was, I think, my proudest moment. So over to you, Bad Luck, and or any other speaker.
Um, well, Fafo, you kind of literally took the notes off of my paper and just read them out loud. So
Well, you got to stop sharing those with me before. No, I'm just kidding.
no, you literally just like said everything I was about to say, and it's great because you're right. Actually, I'm right. The Certic score for sure, most proudest moment. Getting that silver badge like right out the gate, being a top 30. Um, I'll add two things to it too. I'll add that we were we were fighting for the most highest score possible. And I have a feeling that maybe back in May Um, we could have probably released an unfavorable score or a less than favorable score just to release a score. But I feel like the dev team did everything they possibly could um, to get the job done right, and we got the highest score possible. And the other thing I'm going to mention as well is that I don't think, and if I'm wrong, I'd love to know how I'm wrong, but I don't think there is another project in the history of Certic that's been that's been given a score less than a year old being a top 30 the way how we got it. And that says a lot. That says a lot about the team. It says a lot about the project, and it says a lot about what we're going to be doing next. Um, the Certic score was huge. It was absolutely huge, and I think like our ATH, our all time high with it might have been like I think we almost kissed like 93 at one point. Maybe we were like in the high 92s, and the Certic score came out. I think what was it August or I'm sorry October 12th. So we're at already 3 months old into it, and it's been fluctuating a few points up and down, but we've stayed in that range of like mid 91, upper 92. So it wasn't like we got the good score and then we're like, all right, well, who cares now? We got a good score. And then all of a sudden, like 2 months later, we're in the 70s or the 80s because we don't give a crap. That's not the case here. Like we got the score and we kept the score, which is great. And I just watching the community efforts and the voting and we're about to hit like 50,000. I'm not sure if we hit it or not. I haven't checked in the last day or so, but for that free audit. And then it's just been great. It's just been absolutely great just to watch it happen and unfold in real time. And we were patient. The community was patient. Well, some I know Sir Shibs wasn't too patient. He kept asking when every day. But I'm just ribbing him. But it's been great, man. It's been absolutely awesome to see and witness and be part of too. But yeah, like yeah, for sure. For me, the Certic score by far was the most proudest moment that I think I've seen from the project standpoint in 2023. And I'd like to bounce off of somebody else, but I'm not sure who else is listed as a speaker. So Fafo, if you can see who else, I know I approved Bacano and somebody else, but if
Yep.
someone else wants to, chime in and answer the question, feel free. Forgive my ignorance if I try to hop over somebody. I just can't see who are the speakers like based off of my laptop screen. So my apology on that.
All good, man. We'll start, because Two Crypto for You was up here first, so we'll start with Two Crypto for You and then Bacano. But I have a question real quick for Sir Shibs, and if he wants to come up and answer, it's fine because he has been win a lot. So like my question is when name change, like when Sir
There you go.
Pause. I'm just asking. But anyway, I'll see myself out. But Two Crypto for You, over to you for anything you want to speak on.
Yeah, I have to. Can you hear me now? I'm so sorry because the misunderstandings, because I have bad connection,
Yes, we can
and
hear you perfectly.
oh, I'm so sorry because then I have to come to one place that it's freezing in here, but it's the only place I have a good connection because I work with 4G, so I'm so sorry. And I didn't get your question at all. It was about my name to change it or something else.
No, no, no.
Oh,
That was to Sir Shibs. I was just messing around.
okay, okay. Because yeah, otherwise I can do it. But no, don't tell me this now because I'm working on it and all profiles and I'm opening profiles with the same name. All well, I have a huge job in the back. And well, the first of all, well, of course, happy birthday to the team, to everybody, to the Genesis team that have had it had a great idea with the way it changed the development of the project, PAWChain, because at the beginning it was one idea and then it turns back to another thousand times better, and they keep going and yeah, they are doing it. They are really achieving all the ideas they had, and I'm super proud of the team, and I want to thank everybody about that. And The thing I want to say is that my birthday it's about to be in 2 weeks. My Paul birthday. It's when I knew the project. It was uh, around first, second week of February. So yeah, it's about to be my birthday as well, my Paul birthday, and yeah, I'm super super happy to go to went in and all the people I knew, and yeah, you are super awesome people, and yeah, thank you everybody. That's only the thing I want to say.
That's fantastic. Happy early Paul birthday for you. And yeah, that's really good information. That's a really good amount of shout outs. So I always love hearing people I've never heard from before. It's really great. So please feel free to stay up. If we hit the limit on speakers on stage, we'll ask some people to step down or move people down. But feel free to stay up or drop if that works too. Bacano, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to PAWChain, the whole community. Um, I'm not usually a big speaker, so sorry my voice gets a little shaky here and there. I wanted to pretty much introduce myself. I have been in crypto roughly since 2018, and I started pretty much with Doge. I stay on the sidelines, not getting into all the Uniswap and all the extra scary stuff. Um, from Doge, I went to Chiva, Bone, all that good stuff. Um, and I joined the community roughly late February, about February 27, 28, around there. I bought very little, just to see, because obviously I was still in shape. I was trying to figure things out, see what's going on. And as I like to, as I like everything that I was hearing, everything that I was seeing, I decided to go all in. Um, so yeah, I switched on my cheap, I switched on my bone. As the price kept dropping all the way to A0, I just kept buying, kept buying, kept buying. Uh, and yeah, ever since Paul, I just been learning the whole crypto world. There's no other option. If you in Paul, you have to learn it. So and the education is there, for free. So why not just read it, learn it, educate yourself? What else? Oh, and my proudest moment is there's really none. Uh, everything that is going on from the development of the chain, the community, devs, the staff, everyone is doing everything they gotta do to keep Paul moving the way it's supposed to. So I don't really have anything really to be proud of. I'm proud of everything. Let's put it that way. Um, so no particular thing. Just keep pushing, family. We're gonna get there. Everyone's doing a great job. That's all I got, Fafo.
Yeah, it's interesting. You talk about your journey. Mine was very similar to yours in projects. Doge is what got me here. I think I've talked about this in the bio that um, Scotia Girl put together. So Doge got me here. Started seeing other ecosystems. Went into those as well, and then kind of saw Paul. Was kind of like, oh, that's interesting, and did a little purchase. Started reading more. Started learning more, and like you, man, I went all in. Got rid of all the other ecosystems. I still have some of the like blue chips, just for gas and things like that. But it's just really amazing how so many people's paths are similar. But you hit on something that I think we should chat about, as we kind of continue down this space, and that's the education piece. I hands down have learned more in the last not even 12 months because I joined the project in early February, so in the last 11 months than I have in the last 3 years. So I'm thankful to everybody who's in here, everybody who's like in the space, everybody who's in Telegram, Reddit, and Discord, because by and large, people just want to be able to share factual information about the project and about DeFi, blockchain, Web3, etc. And it's really inspiring because like a huge percentage of them are not like they're super humble about it. They just want people to be smart and be safe and be educated. So thank you if you're in this space and you're sharing information and knowledge with people. Thank you so much because that is very much needed.
Yeah, I actually I will also agree that I've been down the same path as both of you guys. Um, I wasn't in Doge. Actually I remember Doge actually rallying up, and like 2 weeks before it did, I had a buddy of mine kind of show me. He's like, "Hey man, you want to get into crypto?" And I'm like, like that's funny money, right? And he's like, "Nah, it's a little bit more than that, but like check this Doge thing out." I'm like, "All right." So he's like, watch the charts, and I didn't buy into it, but I seen that thing spike and rally to what it was. I think like 75 cents. Like I witnessed it. I didn't do anything about it. I just sat on the sidelines. Like, well, this is pretty cool. And then I also like later on I seen another opportunity with Shib, and I got into that, and the community in Shib at the time was terrific and fantastic, and you know a lot of the same characteristics that I see now with the paw community I seen in the Shib community. And a lot of intelligent people that are no longer there anymore. They were smart enough to get out of the project, and um, you know I was too. I did too, and I'm thankful because when one door closes, another one opens, and we're sitting at the threshold of a very nice door right now with what we have in front of us with Paw. And I think one of the most happiest moments that I have during this whole process is that I think there's gratification knowing that what I wanted to happen in Shib is now happening in Paw, and that's what made me feel more comfortable on kind of doing what you did, Fafo, and what Bacano did as well, where he just basically went in all on this project. And I don't own any of those other assets anymore, and I'm glad I don't, and I'm glad that I'm at the stage where I'm at with Paul. I really am. It's fantastic. We got another request. X Twins. All right.
Hey, you muted everybody, brother.
Is everybody off or no?
Hi, it was me. I
Oh,
apologize.
oh my God. Fafo blaming me for something I didn't do. My heart sank into my stomach.
Oh, never mind. You did. No, just kidding. No, yeah, gonna, I was
Man,
gonna, I was gonna accept the request, and you did it, and I pressed the mute button. Sorry.
but
Okay,
yeah,
bye.
I mean, so it's okay. X Twins, welcome to the chat, man. Happy birthday, Paw. Welcome yourself to the chat. If you have any thoughts, any answers on questions that we brought up, you want, feel free, man. The stage is yours.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So I'm a little mobile at the moment. Hey, appreciate the opportunity to just ask a question. I was kind of curious about just the overall stance with Paul in general, as far as the marketing campaign. Once everything's live, I'm kind of curious. I love to see that we are growing as a community. I think it's pretty cool to see um, the numbers slowly but surely continue to climb. But I guess I'm just curious to see um, what the plan is to essentially just get Paul out there. Um, Obviously, we see a lot of other communities hyping up, right, under delivering. Timelines are arbitrary, in my opinion. So, if any update would be greatly appreciated, and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to ask the question.
Fafa, you want to take this one, or you want me to throw my 2 cents in?
Yeah, I just want to say, X-Fans, I hope the kiddos are doing well. I think I recall you being a dad, so I hope they're doing well.
Yeah, man, thank you. I tell you what, newborn life is nothing to mess with.
Facts. Yeah, go ahead, Bello.
As far as the marketing standpoint is concerned, I will say that I believe, I mean, I could rewind a little bit on this too, and I want to say people could agree with me or not, or admit it or not, but I think we've all entered crypto by one way or another from some sort of meme pump and dump. That's what attracted us to the community itself, thinking that that's how we could all make monies off of meme coins or whatever. In fact, I knew about Doge before I knew about Ethereum. Okay, so that should say a lot right there. And I think with that comes the mental of how marketing is done, um, in that regard. Because I like with memes, they don't do anything. They really don't do anything. It's a junk coin. It's like kind of a storage of wealth, but not the capacity of Bitcoin. But like realistically, like what does Doge do? What does Shib do? What does Pepe do? Like these they don't do anything. So like that marketing concept is a little bit different than a utility token concept. Um, the way how I look at it is that with a utility token, you have the ability to build something for the community and showcase something for the community, for the crypto space itself, for Web3. And right now at this moment, at this particular time, we have nothing tangible for someone to build on or to use or to play around with. So it's kind of hard to do that. And I said this to Crypto Lounge. I want to say yesterday or the day before, and the best comparison that I can make this to is me making like a pamphlet book on this beautiful home that I want to sell you, right? And this home is the perfect home for you. It has everything you need, everything you want in a home. I'm showing you the pictures. We're going through it. You absolutely love it, and now it's time to see it. And I'm like, sure, I'll take you, no problem. And I bring you to this plot of land that's just a quarter acre of just grass and a sign, and that's it. And that's kind of like the way how I look at it. Like we there's really nothing to market right now, but that time is coming soon. Because ideally, if you market something right now, it essentially turns into a pump and dump. You hook up with influencers, you get the word out that way. They show to their listeners and into their subscribers. The chart goes up and then it comes back down. You're going to see minimal gains on that. However, when mainnet's out, when the L1, L2, and L3 are all functioning symbiotically, I think the world changes a little bit. Ideally, you want to have people buy in and you want them to stake on the platform. It helps stabilize the price. Like that. That's what it is. You want to be able to market an APY. You want to be able to market to a new investor saying, hey, look, you know, PAWChain L2 is up and running. Come stake on our platform, earn, I don't know, whatever it's going to be, 10, 15, 20% APR. Um, and that's something to market because you have someone that sees that they can, you know, buy the asset. All right. Then they can stake the asset. And when they stake the asset, they're it doesn't turn into a pump and dump because it stays staked. They're not going to be inclined on selling because they're using it for passive income. So in short, marketing, I think, from my perspective, in my opinion, I think what the team has done up until this point, where it's minimal spending on marketing, is a smart choice. It was a smart move. But like once mainnet launches and the utility is out there, and the swap is functioning as well, and everything else is working symbiotically, that's when you put the pedal to the metal. That's when you start marketing, full go. That's when you start, wanting to broadcast what we do, what we have, because at that point it's not a promise anymore. It's not a pamphlet of a home that hasn't been built yet. It's actually something you can open a door to, put a key inside the lock, and walk in. Like that, and that's what we want. That's the point that we want to get to. And I have a feeling we're in relatively short time for that to be arriving. From me reading the tea leaves, it sounds like beta could be right around the corner. And once beta launches, I'm
So
sorry, go ahead.
no, no, finish
I
your
was, I was
statement.
gonna
Sorry.
say it feels like beta is like right around the corner, and like once beta launches, we have just however time it takes for the contracts to be audited, and then after that we're in mainnet. And once we're in mainnet, then it's a completely different book that we're gonna be playing by.
So about this house, can you tell me a little bit more? Is it where you're at, where it's -7
Oh
degrees
my
right now?
god, dude! It hurts to look outside, man. Like if you go outside, where I'm at right now, it hurts. Just open your eyes and just let the wind just. It feels like a bunch of blades in your eyes, man. It hurts. But,
Yeah, that is brutal, man. So anybody who's on here too that's in areas that are severely impacted by winter weather, because it's happening throughout like the Midwest and the East Coast in the U.S. and elsewhere throughout the world. Like, please stay safe. Like we had a team member who decided that like their family was just going to pull over and stop in a hotel versus risking driving because literally sliding around on the road. So if you have to be out, please stay safe. But yeah,
X Twins, does that make sense of what I said, or does it seem a little bit off?
No, sir. I think your answer was spot on. I think the organic growth for this community is much better than essentially just overstimulating everyone who's trying to be a part of the project. As a lot of us have seen with previous communities, um, if you're going to overstimulate, I mean, you're under promising, over delivering nothing. And like you said, it's going to be different with the utility. So no, I appreciate your response. Um, I kind of feel for you for the weather. I kind of don't. I spent 8 years up in Minot that I can never get back. So -7 for me is like nothing. But yeah, man, stay warm.
Thanks, buddy.
I see we got X-Wins. Were you gonna say something else? So I come off mute.
No, sir, I'm good to go. Thank you very much.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, feel free to stay up. Obviously, if you got more to say, just jump straight in. No issues at all. Brian, I see you have shown up, man. How are things for you?
Things are good. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm in my car driving. I just got off of work.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm out here in the -10 degree too. I had to do some work on the walk out on the roof this morning. It was brutal, but I'm kind of used to it by now. So other than that, I'm on my way home, feeling good. I'm excited that I had time to be able to jump into space today. And I kind of saw one of the questions up top about like our proudest moment. Is that the question you guys were bouncing around?
Yep.
Alrighty. I think the thing that I'm most proudest moment, it's not really a moment per se. It's just how the strength of our community is probably the thing I'm most proud of, I would say. Not necessarily a moment. It's just how every day I feel like somebody comes in and adds something to the community, or somebody does something and gives something that I didn't know they could give. Whether it's people providing liquidity on Uniswap, doing graphics, spreading information about the blockchain tech and learning, like that's what I'm most proud of about our community, is just the endless amount of knowledge, willing to learn and willing to help. You hop on the socials and jump in, and someone asks a question, you got 4 or 5 people willing to answer it, willing to help, and you just don't get that anywhere else. It just doesn't happen. And I think the community is probably what I'm most proud of. And then a close second would be that Certic score, because that was incredible. That's something that I don't think has been done before for a project as young as we were. And to be able to earn that, that wasn't given to us, that was earned by the team, by the devs, and the community. It's pretty special. And I know Certic kind of changed their algorithm, how they score, but if you noticed, we're starting to creep up in that score again. We just, because we had a little bit of market instability with obviously the price run up we had, but things are starting to level out. We're growing followers. The longer we're around as a project too, the higher that score is going to go. So that's pretty much what I've been proud of, man. I'm excited for this 1 year anniversary. I just, it's hard to imagine like where we're going to be a year from now. Like I just try and picture myself where this is going to be, and it's hard for me to wrap my head around the gravity of what they're building here, what this community is building.
For sure, man. That was a really good answer. It's also my answer too, and Fafo's answer, so it makes even a greater answer.
Oh, hey, imagine that.
And Annie too. Annie mentioned the community, and she took a little bit of a deep dive in the community and what they represent. I mean, I'll say one more thing about the community. One thing that I love a lot is the melting pot that we are. We have people from all over the globe, representing PAW. It's not just United States or Europe. I mean, it's like there's Australia, Nepal, India. South America, obviously Canada, United States. It's great. And even like I embrace like the language barrier too, because I don't want anybody to shy away from us speaking obviously like English in this or yeah, English in this space. I don't want anybody to shy away and be like, well, these guys are speaking English. This is that's their lingua franca. I'm not gonna be able to communicate with them. No, that's not the case. I don't care if someone comes into my DM with a language I've never heard before. If I can find it through Google, I will respond to you. I will help you out. And I think that's been echoed before, and I'll say it again. Don't let any language barrier prevent you from communicating with the community, asking questions or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think it's great, man. The just seeing people from different backgrounds, understanding where they're from, what they've like what they've been through. I mean, I even like Robin Hood. He's one guy. I remember I found out that he was Turkish. I'm like, man, like how do you like your coffee? And like the response was pretty much like, like I learned in that conversation that they basically cook their coffee in hot sand. I'm like, that is so cool. Like I want to do that. I want to try that, and I don't know, like me, I get giddy with stuff like that, man. I just love people from, like, I love understanding why we're so different from other cultures, and I embracing the differences. And but yeah, I mean, it's been pretty cool, man. Um, I'll flip off to another question, and if you guys want to chime in and give me your feedback on it, what are you guys looking forward to in 2024? Anybody want to take the stage on that one?
Yeah, if you guys
Yes.
don't mind, honestly, I think I'm looking more forward to the growth, not necessarily of the community, but of the project itself. As we all know, we've been a part of projects that have obviously not delivered a product. So I think I'm more excited to see and read about the tech that is going to be delivered to the community, honestly, and to the crypto space.
I like it. I like it. Annie, you still there, Senorita?
Hi. Yes, I'm here. Yes. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, what he said already. Twins. um, but yeah, definitely. That's. I mean, we're all waiting. I mean, on my case, I bet one part that everybody's just, waiting on, the tech as well, right? Uh, mainnet. That's that. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the aggregator, the pause swap. That's pause swap is what I want, like really want to see, big time. Um, and then we have Paw Merchant. So all those four, right? PAWChain, Paw Swap, the aggregator, and Paw Merchant. Those are the four, the priority, right? To be uh, launched first. Um, and then we have the rest of the utilities. Yeah, for this year, right? Yeah, 2024. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And not well, I cannot say it because we're not allowed, but definitely Paw Fest. That's one thing. Is it coming this year? I don't know. Next
Ooh.
year? I have no idea, but it's coming, right? I don't know if you guys remember that one. Um,
I'm
but
down. I just don't want it to be -7. So pick a spot that's not -7, and I'll be there.
let's go to Florida. Let's do it,
You don't have to tell me twice. I will leave now. I will leave now.
Well, what Pokishi said, at 1 billion market cap, but it's I remember he said it on general chat, and yeah, that's what I've been looking forward this year. Just
All right.
the tech to come out like Twins said, Twinx. And before I give you back the mic, but like I'm trying to I'm approving heart. I keep accepting the request to speak. It's not going it's not working. So I don't know
Yeah,
if you can
I don't see it either.
leave
Let
the
me see if
space.
I can. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see if I could
Can you
open it
sit
up from my
here already?
phone.
Okay. So it hard if you leave the space and come back and send the request, I'll approve it. Okay. It's not working. So yeah, go ahead. Back to you, Butler.
Um, I'll give my answer on this. This is actually an easy one for me. Um, I'm looking forward a lot to implementing the layers and using the layers and seeing what they can do. And I look forward a lot to mainly using the L2. Um, I think that aspect of decentralized finance is going to be, pinnacle in the future as far as investing and staking, earning rewards, passive income like that. That's going to be huge, and I want to help out as many people as I possibly can understand it, on board with it, stake, understand the benefits, and there are a few detriments to being a delegator in the long term. But it's also really fun, and it's really cool to be part of a project that offers this type of service early on. Um, right now, if like you were to be a delegator on Matic, you'd be the rewards won't be that much, but if you start delegating when Matic first started, you're living a pretty happy life right now, even at minimal investment, which is very, very cool. So I don't see. Is there anybody else that is up? I don't. I can't see it on my laptop, and I can't. I'm afraid if I
Yeah,
log into my
yeah, we
phone, it
got
will boot me out of the laptop.
yeah, brother. We got
Oh,
Waddy,
cool.
Crypto Lounge, Delusia's still here, which is great. Brian, half and half on my opinion there. X Twins is still here. uh, Two crypto for you and
Mm-hmm.
Banco or Bacano. My apologies. So yeah, let's kick that question over to Waddy. I'd be interested to hear what Waddy's looking forward to in 2024.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, first, I want to say congratulations. 1 year, that's a milestone. And literally, I came for the singing. So, let me know when you're ready for me to
Bro,
sing.
your singing is top tier, so I don't want to hear nothing like let's go. But anything you're looking forward to specifically for 24, Waddy?
No, I mean, it's just the same grind. I'm looking forward to continue growing within the space, hopefully within this community too, and just giving it my best, because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people just start off and they quit. But me, I'm a stubborn bastard, as I say, so I don't quit that easy. And I'm looking forward to see what this project is gonna end up by the end of the bull market. So, like I said, impressed so far. You guys are doing great, and just keep doing the good work.
All right. All right. Good words. um,
Crypto Lounge, you wanna take the next? I know Bad Luck's wearing super dark sunglasses and can't see anything on the screen. So
Yeah, can you guys hear
yeah.
me? Hopefully,
yes, sir.
sweet. Happy birthday to PAWChain, man. This is good, and I gotta tell you, you guys already know, how I feel. But a highlight for me, because I became vocal a little late. I observed it in the beginnings, but I came into it a little late vocally, and introduced myself, and we're here, right? 1 year, full scale development, grassroots. We all know this, from the ground up, something to be very proud of, in my opinion. Not only for the community, but for the dev team to, and I always say warp speed development. But what's really cool with this type of development, and the infrastructure that was produced, and we're just talking about the foundation right now. There's more to it, but that concrete is very important, and it can't be any cracks in that concrete. So whatever you build up on that foundation, it has to be solid. And I see that here, guys. I really do. I see a solid team, and going forward, just the quality level that was involved with this warp speed of development. And we're talking three forms of blockchain that's going to, run, in harmony. This is what is going to happen here. I think it's extraordinary. I think it's the first time I've seen it. I know, and I've been in this space for a while. I've never seen this before. And you look at what's involved here. What really excites me is the developers that are going to be building on this. They get an added dimension. They get multiple dimensions of enhanced way of displaying the project to the space, being able to migrate across multiple chains. Their coins, their independent coins within their, infrastructure as well with their platforms, whether it be gaming, DeFi, whatever they're going to deploy, guys. That token is going to have an incentive like never seen before. We can go back to the pre, days in what we've seen before prior to a single development on particular chains. I'm not going to say the chains, but you know where I'm going at. We know how that turned out, and a lot of them are doing well. But some are one dimensional because it's not multi-chain, it's not cross-chain. There's no zk EVM and roll-up security factors going when it comes to those DeFi platforms and those bridge infrastructures that we've seen in the past. Going forward with PAWChain, there's a different dimension here when it comes to safety, when it comes to a deployment, when it comes to that security within those bridge infrastructures. This is something we haven't seen before. So, and I can go on and on and on. But what I'm proud to see is that this team has actually delivered, and they've been delivering for a while, guys, for this complete whole time. And if you are in the community, this team has been delivering, and that is another thing that I can say distinctively that is quite different as well, because we've all been a part of these particular situations in the past. I'm not going to say any names, to where we've put 110% in it, and we didn't get anything out, but either a rug pull or a lot of BS. So just to sum it up, very excited for the future. Very excited for what the team is about to deliver. And as far as the community, I know you are as well. Let's rejoice, man, and let's really soak this in.
So many amazing speakers. I'm always like humbled by just how eloquent folks are. It's just amazing, right? So everybody who's talked so far, just really crushing it. So I'll say what I'm most excited for 2024. For me, I, I am very excited, and we've already started all this grassroots movement already. But I'm very excited to see projects on board and immediately increase their reach, like their literal like scope of influence across multiple chains. If things like that existed today, they would already be doing it. And this just goes back to like how uh, innovative, disruptive, differentiating the tech will be. I'm just really excited to see, some of these projects that we're in conversations with, and we have an open, group chat that anybody can go join if they want to help kind of do some of this grassroots movement stuff and work with other projects. But it's really cool, like getting projects to like just look at the diagram, the the diagram in and of itself, and understand that they'd be able to be in the diagram alone across four chains simultaneously with listening nodes, with like ledger systems and a triple ledger system. It's like mind boggling to me. So I'm most excited about that is just watching teams and projects be able to just exist simultaneously on multiple chains at once.
Hey, Faithful, do you mind if I piggyback off you real quick?
Yeah, please do.
Hey, so I'm not sure if the community understands. We're also in a unique position within crypto, right? The next 4 years are going to be pretty interesting for crypto. And I think you have a project that we're all a part of now where, you're going to have this infrastructure and this tech and this security rolled out. And there's going to be just crypto enthusiasts who see this project and they're like, man, what is this? And we're in a it's interesting because everybody should understand that it's a 4 year cycle. We're new, we're into it. 4 years starts now, and honestly, I don't know if anybody understand if we don't quite understand as a community, the potential that Paul has now that we're early on in this 4 year cycle. So just something to piggyback because I think it was Crypto Lounge brought up amazing points, and when you have a lot of that, a lot of those aspects combined into this cycle, the sky's the limit for a lot of the community members.
Yeah, fantastic, Pylon, and agreed fully. The next 4 years will be a very interesting, even like the next like two, this year included in that, carrying into the halving and carrying into the bull run late in this year, or kind of like third quarter this year, rolling into 2025. It'll be really exciting to see. So,
Brian, do you want to chime in and let everyone know what your highlights were for 20, or what you're looking for 2024?
Yeah, sure. Definitely. Fafo kind of stole a little bit of
He
my
does that.
thunder.
He's been doing
So,
that.
no, that's what he does. I talk about things, write stuff down, and he just takes it. So it is what it is. But
mute me, bro.
I'm gonna I'm gonna move past 2024 with something that I've just been thinking about recently, and I just noticed some chatter going on in Discord, the socials, like about 2025 and when this market cap and 10 billion and Binance is the end game, and to me, I don't really think there's an end game. This ecosystem is going to be built for long-term sustainability that I don't think a lot of people are fully grasping that. It's not just going to be this next bull run, guys, in 2025, and then the bear 2026. We're going to be around. Like I'm looking forward to future 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where we're going to be. Because it's not just like this thing's going to just stop one day and say, all right, hey, we hit $1 billion market cap. We're done. That's it. Let's move on. Like, it's going to keep developing. We're going to keep building, keep unloading builders who want to build on our platform. And it's just going to keep going because being multi-chain, and I think what's important too is being the first one to offer this. It's going to set us apart. It's going to make us kind of like a bellwether. Like in the future there'll be other projects that want to try and copy, come like offer code and come in, but we're going to be that first one. And being decentralized, and just I really think that why can't we be like the Binance of decentralized finance and just be there and be around for years upon years to come, and just delegating, staking. I'm so looking forward to getting into that, learning about all that, as everything just comes out, just being a sponge and wrapping my head around it, because there's so much that I haven't even mentioned or covered that is going to be being built and will still be being built. Like once this is handed over to the DAO, well, this community is going to have a voice in future developments and what we want to do. Do we want to hire a marketing team? Do we want to hire devs for this service to build things out? Like there's going to be so many opportunities, and that is probably what I'm looking forward to the most.
I have to piggyback on that because this is what I like about this ecosystem and the way it's built. You have to insert longevity here as an attribute. There's longevity here, and there's services that are going to be provided as well, and it's a playing field for a proper development too. So, and then institutionally, if I'm an institution, if I'm a big time investor, and there's regulation that's on the horizon as well. We know that's coming. I'm going to be attracted to this ecosystem because of the security factor, the heightened innovation that has went on here, and the fact that if I want to, implant a decentralized finance platform or a DeFi loan platform or things of that nature, I'll be able to migrate that across multiple chains, and I'll have that ZK. Zero knowledge security factor that is a ZK, not optimistic, and I can get things done in a timely manner, very swift transactions, not having to wait 7 days. I like that as a developer of a DeFi platform, and especially when it comes to security within the bridge infrastructure. I'm loving that. So longevity is here, and that's what you want. You don't want something that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. So I think those devs pretty much had that in mind when they built this out, and you can clearly see it.
Hey, so if I may, I was going to step up and share before I have to go back to work like officially. Um,
You may.
Thank you. Hey,
Always.
yeah, I appreciate
Always,
it.
always, always.
Appreciate it. I've heard a lot of great people speak, and Crypto Lounge, bringing that knowledge, and Brian, bringing up some fantastic points of longevity, and then Crypto Lounge is talking about the financial portion. What I'm probably most excited about this year. It probably roots back to the last company I worked for's motto, which is "We can't wait to see what you build." And I'm excited for building. I'm excited to see what projects build on PAWChain. I'm excited to build on PAWChain myself. I'm excited to see what more innovation PAWChain comes up with and can announce this year that they haven't already announced and that they're currently working on. I think the evolution to piggyback off everyone is gonna continue forward, like kind of expected. Being able to borrow, up against your own bag, and being able to, stake and live off rewards, like that's the dream of decentralized finance and personal wealth. We do that with centralized banking systems. People have a huge sum of money, aka their bag, right? They slap some interest rates on there. They live off the interest. That's their retirement, right? So why can't we do that here in the decentralized space of crypto? And I think PawChain's doing that. They're doing that. They're working towards that. That's a long-term goal. And so I think that's what I'm probably most excited about is the building, and definitely see where and who people come from to build. What is built? Games, music, other dApps or other DEXs or other ideas. I know there's a bunch of projects. I won't name any, but I've seen that. I'm like, that would be a fantastic ad. Not knowing, and there are a lot of projects that are being built right now that have a great chance in the next bull run to be fantastic, and I would love to see them build on PawChain. So that's my hopes. So I appreciate the time as always, and yeah, happy birthday everyone, and thanks for everyone who's like added to this contribution in this community. Thanks to your contributions, whatever they are, and I look forward to seeing new contributions from new people. This year, I would like to see new people speaking, new faces, new ideas, stuff like that. Plus, a lot of other projects that have been in the works for a while. I'd like to see those come into fruition. Maybe some are secret, some are out there. But I know Steve does a fantastic job keeping us on our feet. Shout out to him. And I think probably one of my fondest memories of last year was being able to work directly with him. That's just so cool. Like, how many projects do you get to work with the lead? No matter what their position, dev, marketing, just a lead. That's pretty rad. So I hope for this year everyone has experiences like that. New holders, I hope you get experiences that help you understand that this project, this community, and the people that are in it, we're trying to shift away from a lifestyle as holders and investors and community members that we were used to for so long, and setting a new wave and setting and painting a new narrative that we're hashtag trying to make soon great again, make soon great again, trying to show that it's all about transparency. It's all about like security and like answering questions, asking questions, and that this last year it really opened my eyes that that's possible. And this next year, I want to see more of it. And not that I haven't been like graced with the transparency as much as we have already. I just want to see the continuous agreement to the community and the continuous transparency that was always promised since day one, since I've been holding since March, of transparency, even delivery. Yeah, sure, for a couple months here and there off, whatever. Like I'm in no rush. We need to chill. Like a couple of folks have said, this isn't a pump and up. This is a long hold. However long you want to hold is up to you. But anyways, I appreciate it, y'all. Much love. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Delusion. Appreciate that. I don't know if bad luck lost his mic or what, but it's all good. I personally have to drop off here in about 3 minutes. I'm not a host or a co-host, so it shouldn't affect anything that's going on here. If this space is still going when I finish this 30-minute meeting, I got to jump on for work. I will jump right back on. But for me, I just want to kind of close out and say just two quick things. Annie, bad luck. Really appreciate you as people, as humans. I appreciate all that you have taught me, all of the engagements that we've been able to have together. It's been really great, and I don't say that lightly. I really do appreciate it. I've learned a lot, even about myself, in the last couple weeks. I've learned more than I probably cared to have learned. But like, it's just really cool that we have such a great set of community members, team members, developers, etc. So I'm excited for year one down, year two starting technically tomorrow, right? Or today. But I'm just thankful. I'm thankful, and again, we got so many cool things to look forward to. Here's hoping to good news from killer whales at the end of January, rolling into early February. As soon as we know anything, we'll keep everybody posted. But I'm also excited to watch their show, so we can kind of see, how that whole thing operates. So shout out to everybody here. I'm gonna drop, but again, I'll jump back on if it's still
Yeah.
going. Oh, and for Diploma, if Diploma's listening, I just said like 18 times. Like, so I hope that just rattles your brain a little bit with my filler words.
Thanks, Fafa, for coming up, man, and contributing to the space too, especially on a day like today. It's been great having you up. It's been great having you as a community member. It's been awesome having you as part of the Genesis team, and even having you someone that I can say I can consider a friend. So it's been awesome, man. I know you got to get off, so I won't hold you any longer. I think we might be wrapping up sometime in the next few minutes, unless anybody else has something to say. If they want to come in, chime in, give an opinion, a thought, a question. I feel like I've said as much as I could say in these 90 minutes that I think we gave to the space, which was respectable time. I think Annie did too, as did everybody else. But if anybody else wants to come in and again ask a question, be part of the panel, um, give a thought, give a memory, share whatever. If not, then we could probably close unless Annie, you got something else you want to mention or bring up as well. But other than that, I think we're kind of seeing the finish line coming up in this space.
Can I give a closing thought? I'll wait till Annie
Go ahead,
gets
Annie,
it.
or go ahead. Yeah, Annie,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no. You go. You go first, Ryan. Yeah, yeah,
Are you sure?
yes.
I appreciate it. Just real quick. It's just something that Delusia actually brought up that is a very got me thinking. Um, is as we bring in new community members and new holders, I just want to remind everyone that there is a ton of post traumatic stress in the space. There are trust issues because someone mentioned earlier how everybody's been burned before, they've been rug pulled before, they've been lied to. There's just a ton of that going around the space. So I just want to stress to everybody, have patience with these new members. They may ask repetitive questions. They may not believe you on the first time when you say things. They may because they've never seen it before. But just have patience with them. Help them understand that, hey, this is different here. What we're building is different. I understand you've been burned in the past, but just hang out for a while. Trust the process. You're gonna see that, hey, the Genesis team members are in the chats. When you open a ticket in Discord, it gets answered. If you ask a tough question, someone's going to answer it, or they're going to get back to you and answer it. Like, you won't find that in another space. So I just make a challenge to everybody in here, all our community members, to just try and keep those patience pants on, understand where people are coming from, that they're probably coming into the project with their shields up. And it's hard for them to trust because they've been beaten down so many times. So give them that time, give them that chance, and let us show them that we're different. We're better than everyone else. So in closing, take care, everyone. Happy birthday, Paw. I look forward to a year of doing more spaces. I'm always going to be doing spaces on liquidity, all kinds of other things. If everyone's willing to learn, my DMs are always open. Take care. I love y'all. Bad luck. You're awesome, brother, man. I really love the spaces we do. Power Hour. Fafo already dropped. He knows I love him too. Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. Crypto Lounge, Wadi, Delusia, all the speakers up here. Sir Shibs, Robin Hood, Rugs. I mean, I go on forever. Picano, Jimbo, everybody out there. I know I've missed. I missed. There's so many people. Bill, I can't name everybody, but thank you. Appreciate it. Take care.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian. Annie, Senorita, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Yes. Well, just wanted to say that. Well, thank you everyone for being here. You know, staying with us and continuing this journey, in 2024 journey, which is can't wait, for all the things like when bed is gonna be up and then mainnet and then and then these utilities and like but like was saying, right? But like you are um your thing is the validation, right? Uh, so what I like about this is that I've learned so much from you all. It's crazy. I mean, this is not my background. I mean, I don't even know what my background is anymore. Like it's just crazy. I love it. It's I think we never stop learning, and if you stop learning, then you need to restart that process again because that's what makes us unique. I think. I believe, we always learning. We always, especially in this space, you gotta be proactive. You cannot just stay stagnant. You have to be learning every day. You learn from someone. Uh, you know, if you haven't subscribed to Crypto Lounge and Wadi, I advise you to do it. Um, I know Two Crypto for you. It's starting a YouTube channel as well for in Spanish. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to them, please do so because they have always um, the best interest for everyone in this space to learn more about it. What is crypto? Is it dark web stuff? It isn't, right? Well, not a project, right? Not blockchain. It's amazing. All the things that you can learn every day, and like Brian was saying, if you have any questions, you can always come to Discord or Telegram, uh, Twitter here. You can DM uh, the speakers here, and I would suggest you to follow the speakers. Potluck, Wadi Crypto, Launch, Brian, Ship to Pod, Luja, uh, many here, so you don't miss any updates, especially PAWChain and what's knowing what's coming, so you don't miss any info. We do have, I just wanted to also touch on this really quick. We do have uh, scheduled AMA with Gate.io and the Spanish community. So uh, when we have more information on it, we'll definitely share it. So we have I don't know if he's here. Unicorn. He's one of our mods, admins on Telegram. With the Chinese community, he's gonna be the speaker on it, and actually, it's gonna be done on Telegram. So it's gonna be via text, and Gate.io will be there as well. So it's Gate.io and PAW, and Unicorn will be our well, speaker, right? So more things about later on. So yeah, I just wanted to mention it just they just settled that and today, and just to show the power of the community, the POC community. Uh, well, everyone is always doing something to promote the project, and when there's something comes up like this, they're sure to say yes, let's go, let's do it. I will help out with that. Thank you guys, Unicorn and EQW for helping with this, uh, on uh, with this space. Let's see, and yeah, don't remember we have just don't forget we have a Rumble done every hour until we're gonna have 10 Rumbles total. So please go to Discord if you haven't. I know some people just stay on Twitter or some just stay on Telegram, but we're doing it on Discord. Um, and just a token of appreciation for the community, for staying with us and loyal and patience as always. Um, and Sir Ship, sorry, I don't know what happened. You couldn't come up. I apologize. I wish you could be there. You're like the uh what's the name of that? The Energizer bunny that goes duck 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 everywhere. So that's ships right there. Thank you very much for everything you done. All of you guys here on the speakers, as speakers as well, and the audience and all our members. So yeah, and that's all I have to say.
Annie, are you going to be hosting your space this weekend again or no?
Yes, yeah, we're doing it, trying to stay, on schedule.
Okay.
So.
All right, very cool. If no one else has any thoughts or any questions or want to share a memory or two, I think we're going to probably wrap this up. I do want to say a big thanks to everyone that came in and participated today. I want to say a big thanks to um, PAWChain for hosting. I want to thank everybody in the community for coming in and being part of this, sharing and commenting and liking. And it was just a fantastic turnout today. Be proud to being part of this project and and what it's going to do. Um, I think this is exceptional. I think what we're faced with right now is going to be a very fun and exciting 2024. I think it's going to be challenging. I mean, no road is ever easy, right? But it'll be gratifying too. And I can't wait to do this show next year for the 2 year anniversary and reflect on everything that we've done in year one and in year two. And I can't wait to see where we're at. I know at this point going forward, it's just going to be going up. So again, I want to thank everybody who came in, participated, asked questions. Um, we've seen some new people, some new faces. It's been great, excellent space today. I'm not sure if myself, Fafo, and Brian are hosting the Power Hour this week. I think there's gonna be some internal discussions on that. If we do, it'll be on Thursday. If not, since it's so close to Tuesday, we might take the week off and then just kind of gear up for next week. And I do know that we've talked about when beta launches um, to go in depth in detail and just kind of like run through it with the community, and I think that'll be fun too. I do want to mention there's a Web3 Dubai call tomorrow too. I think Fav's gonna have to list the time exactly for that, but that's happening tomorrow, and that should be cool. So anyways, with that, we're signing off. We are logging off. Thanks again to everybody for giving us the 90 minutes of your time, the 90 minutes plus of your time, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you very much. Take care.
Happy birthday, Pa. Let me just make sure PAWChain closes.